morning, children. Today we are starting the third topic of our chapter, that is transportation. We have studied nutrition, respiration. In nutrition, we have studied how the digestion of food takes place and how food in the form of glucose goes to each and every cell of the body. In respiration, we have studied that how that food is oxidized or break down to form the molecules of energy in the form of ATP. Now the question arises, how that oxygen travel from our lungs to each and every cell of the body by the transportation. Transportation. To transport one molecule from one place to the another, to transport oxygen from our lungs to each and every cell of the body, to transport carbon dioxide from cell to the lungs back, to transport nitrogenous bases or nitrogenous waste, to kidneys, right? So all the transportation, all the movement of molecules, whether it is glucose, whether it is oxygen or carbon dioxide or water, takes place by means of transportation, right? Transportation is very complex and tough topic of the chapter. Today we are taking the easy topic, that is we are taking the transportation in plants today, the easy topic of the transportation. Later on we will discuss about the transportation in human beings. Get it? So today we are taking the transportation in plants. So what things plants need for the growth? Actually the requirement of plant is very low for the growth because the requirement or the energy requirement is very low, so that the requirement of food is very low, right? And transportation is very slow process inside the plants also due to the less requirement of energy. Okay? So how transportation takes place in the plant? What are the means or ways or types that plant take for the process of transportation? So here we are having two processes or two types for the transportation of water and minerals and food inside the plants. That is, first is xylem transport and second one is phloem transport. We have studied in the class 9th tissue xylem and phloem. Xylem is water and mineral transporting tissue and phloem is food conducting tissue. So by the xylem transport, we will study that how the water and minerals reach from soil to leaves, because leaves are the food factories. The water which we give to the plant will travel from soil to the roots, then to the stem and at last to the leaves for the formation of food by the process of photosynthesis, जो हम पढ़ चुके हैं न्यूट्रिशन में. इस वाटर को यहाँ से हमें लीफ पे पहुँचाना है, यही हमारा ट्रांसपोर्टेशन है, वाटर ट्रांसपोर्टेशन और द मूवमेंट ऑफ वाटर एंड मिनरल्स or the process is said to be xylem transport. Again I am repeating, the process by which plants transport water and mineral from soil to the roots, then to the stem and last to the leaves for the formation of food through the xylem tissue is known as xylem transport. So many forces or pressure is present inside the root to pull up the water from soil to the root. The pressure which is present inside the root to pull up the water from soil to the root is known as root pressure. Root pressure, by which the water will moves up from soil to the root, right? Whenever the concentration of water is high inside the soil, the water will diffuse from soil to the roots. These are the cells of root. The cells of root are known as root cortex. Right? This is epidermis. These are root hairs, microscopic structure which absorb the water. By the root hairs, root absorb the water, then it transfer to the epidermis, then to the cortex. And how this whole process is done? By the pressure which is already present in the root. That is known as root pressure. So, the movement of water from lower side to the upper side is known as ascent of sap. Ascent of sap. Or the upward movement of water is known as ascent of sap. Then this is the structure of stem. Water will move to the stem by means of xylem vessels. The water always travel. There are 4 elements in the xylem. Xylem vessels, xylem trachea, xylem parenchyma and fibers also. पढ़ चुके हैं हम 9th class में. So here the xylem vessels plays a major role to transfer the water from roots to the stem. Then this water will goes to the leaves. This is the structure of leaf. This is the TS structure of leaf. These are leaf cells or leaf tissue, and the uppermost layer contains the stomata. As I told you in the photosynthesis, this is the stromata or stroma. Stroma is the opening of stomata, right? Then that water reaches to the cells of leaf and the photosynthesis takes place. In that process, the release of carbon dioxide and oxygen takes place by means of stromata, or the excess amount of water will also diffuse out from the surface of leaves. That removal of excess water from the surface of leaf is known as transpiration. Transpiration. So the upward movement of water from the surface of leaf is known as transpiration. And the pull or the continuous channel which promote the transpiration rate is known as transpiration pull. So high temperature, humidity are the factors which increase the temperature. Right? Transpiration. Right? So temperature and humidity are the factors which increase the rate of transpiration. So what is the necessity of transpiration for the plants? First of all, first thing, removal of excess amount of water from the surface of leaves or from the plant body through the transpiration. Second thing is, transpiration cools the surface of plant. It maintains the temperature, and maintenance of temperature, whether it takes place in the plant or animals, is known as osmoregulation. Osmoregulation. So transpiration helps to promote the osmoregulation. Right? So this is all about the xylem transport. Second आता है हमारा phloem transport. After the photosynthesis, the formation of glucose takes place, and that glucose has to reach to each and every cell of the plant for the purpose of growth. Whether the part is leaf, whether stem, root, fruit or flower, the food has to be transported from phloem tissue which is present throughout the plant body, but the formation of food takes place on the surface of leaves by the process of photosynthesis, and the food is stored in the form of starch in the plant. Starch is the form of glucose. ठीक है, स्टार्च की फॉर्म में प्लांट में एब्जॉर्ब होता है फूड, और ह्यूमन में किस फॉर्म में होता है, ग्लाइकोजन की फॉर्म में. These both are the forms of glucose, right? So that starch has to be transferred from surface of leaves to each and every part of the plant. How? By the phloem tissue or by the phloem transport. are the two ways by means transportation of water, minerals and food takes place inside the plants. Tomorrow we will study about the transportation in human. That's all for today.